Alrighty, all welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy, and this here is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue, and let's get this right out front. If you have clicked on this channel for a Mississippi pot roast recipe that uses this pre-powdered garbage, I could safely tell you that you have come to the wrong channel. Click right out now. If you want to stick around, what you are going to see is a Southern Mississippi pot roast from scratch. And I got to tell you, man, the flavors to this were through the roof. What I want to do here is let's get on over to the board. I want to get right into this one because this is going to be one fun show. So this one's going to get started as we take a look at our chuck roast. We are talking a store purchased chuck roast, so nothing special there. It is about 4 pounds, but as we check it out, we're going to see some nice marbling in there. That is exactly what you want. And we are also looking at about 3 inches thick. That is going to be perfect. From there, we will get on over to the seasoning, and this one's going to start out with some kosher salt. You want to make sure you get tops, bottom, sides. You know the deal. Once you get that all kosher salted up, it is time to take a look at our show sponsor, and I am talking about the Thermomill by Cheflor. Guys, this is a 2-in-1 pepper mill, also has a thermometer attached. It is the only one of its kind that I know of. Guys, we are talking a pepper grinder that is going to be up to 12 times faster than your ordinary pepper grinder. I am telling you, man, this thing grinds fast. It also has a nice removable cap, so you can grind inside the cap, remove the cap, pour it on the at your workstation, and just do it by hand if you prefer it like that. I mean, I am real excited about this pepper grinder here. It is a Kickstarter, and I will have information down in the description under show notes. You want to keep an eye on this one for sure, and you will see a lot more pepper grinding on this show. I can guarantee you that. What I want to do here now is let's get on over to our S&S kettle, because we got to get that fired up. So once your pit hits that proper temp, I am figuring anywhere between 250 Fahrenheit and 300. That'll do you well. We will get our chuck roast in. Guys, remember, this is going to be a 2 hours straight smoke. And with that pecan shells in there, I am telling you, she is going to lay on the smoke. So after that 2 hours is up, I will bring you guys back and we will take this to the next step. In the meantime, we've got a custom blend of spices that is going to take this whole Mississippi pot roast recipe through the roof with flavor. As always, you will get a full ingredient list down in the description right under show notes. And yes, the channel does feel that onions belong in the recipe. If you don't, please omit them. And if you got, guys, use a better than bouillon roasted beef base. I mean, that stuff is about the best you could buy, I think. You certainly do not want to use cubes. If you've got box beef base, that'll also work well. So once that 2 hours is up, we are going to get our chuck roast off. And as you can see, we have picked up a nice color. We will get the chuck roast and we will move it on over to the board and get it in that liquid that we just made. And from there, we will hit it with the rest of our ingredients. Again, full ingredient list is going to be down in the show notes. Once you get everything in, I am going to double seal this up. It is very important that you seal it nice and tight. So 2 sheets of wrap is going to be perfect for me. Once we get all that sealed up, we are going to get it back in the pit. I am figuring on about 3 more hours and we should be toothpick tender. This stuff should be ready to pull apart. At that time, I will bring you guys back as it will be time for some Mississippi pot roast. So the total cook time on this one is going to come in right at about that 5-hour mark. It is time to get it off the pit. I will get it here on the board. Now look, anytime you unwrap foil that has steam inside, you got to be very careful. We will get this unwrapped, and right away I can tell you I am digging what I see. From there, we will just start to break it up, start to pull it apart. And look, the channel likes to use its hands when doing such a thing. That way you could feel any grizzle, you could see any fat. If you just use forks and pull it apart, you're really not in control of what you see, and certainly not in control of what you feel. We've got a little bit of line fat right there. I am just gonna get my knife and carefully cut that away. No one wants to bite into a sandwich or pick up a forkful with grizzle. So that definitely has to go. From there, we will just continue to pull it apart and look at the color, look at the smoke ring. It looks absolutely gorgeous. That is going to be a product of that kettle with that pecan smoke. Oh man, the smell is definitely in the air. I am digging this for sure. So look, what I want to do here is I will continue to pull this apart. I've got 2 plates to make you all. I've got some mashed potatoes. That is the traditional. We will go with that. And I've also got a sandwich to make up, and all that is going to happen next. Alrighty, also our first plate is going to be in our traditional. We are going to get a nice pile of mashed potatoes on. Then we will reach on over and grab a handful or 2 on the mashed potatoes it goes. From there, we will grab a couple pecorinos and get those on. Now it is time to sauce it up, and not just a little sauce. You want to get some friggin' sauce on there, because we've got some crusty old bread with some butter that we will be dipping away. I mean, right there, that looks pretty killer to me, man. That is going to be your traditional Mississippi pot roast that I know of. And certainly not to be outdone is going to be our sandwich. We will get that on the board. We will grab a nice handful or 2 and pile it on. I mean, everybody loves a good pot roast sandwich, and this here is definitely going to fit the bill. I mean, look at the smoke ring. Look at the color, man. That looks... wow, man, this is going to be friggin' good. So we will get that sandwich crowned. We will top it with a pecorino. What I want to do here is I will finish all this up here. I am going to take this in live. I am going to taste the traditional and also the sandwich. I am going to give you what I feel is the best play. And all that is going to happen right now. Alrighty, also, what could I say about that? That was just too much damn fun. I am telling you, I definitely dig working that kettle grill. And this is Mississippi pot roast. This is basically done from scratch. And I got to tell you, because me and Molly have been hitting this thing as we were taking some snaps, and it has a distinctive flavor. I mean, this stuff is good, man. Once you start eating it, I am telling you, you won't be able to stop. I've got the plate set up 2 ways here, your traditional, and also I've got a nice sandwich. I am going to go in, get some fresh mashed potatoes, taste them both for you, and give you my verdict. Here. So it's definitely got some spice, as you saw. I hit it with a lot of pepper. I'm a pepper fiend, so you can pick up the pepper. And also the pecorinos, you get a lot of that in there. It leans to the vinegar side, but not overpowering. I would give this here probably a solid 9. I mean, you hit this on you make this on a snowy day, man, when it's a little chilly out, and you hit this, man, I mean, you are going to be living good, that is for sure. And look, this is one of those dishes that, you know, once you start eating it, you can't stop. And of course, not to be outdone, we've got our sandwich. And I got to tell you, man, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I don't want to eat a bee in the process. You know, so what could I say? This is, you know, really, it's just, it's too damn close to call. If you put a gun to my head and I had to make a decision, I am going to go with the sandwich. But then again, it is about 60, 65 here in the Garden State. If it was about 30 or 20 and snowing, I probably would jump over to here, as the heat in the air is definitely going to push me towards a sandwich, where the chill in the air is definitely going to make me hit this. And I'll tell you, this is going to get better as it sits in the fridge. You know how that works. 2-3 days. These are, you know, these are meals for the soul. That is for sure. So look, that is going to close out this one. I've got bees following around. They are awfully hungry. I got to get this in the house. I appreciate all you guys for checking out this video here. And again, all information on this cook is going to be down in the description. And that is going to end this show here. I appreciate you all for watching. Any questions, leave them down below. Again, my name is Tommy. I appreciate you all. And until next time, we will see you soon.